What's up, guys? So, you may have seen my Facebook page, or my TikTok page, or my YouTube, or whatever it is you may have found. And 2 years ago, I started stand-up comedy, and I really wanted to do that. I fell in love with it. I'm still in love with it. But it hasn't always been easy, especially with how my life's gone the last 2 years. Not just COVID, but a divorce, a second failed relationship, health issues. It's been a nightmare. It's been rough. But I taken the last couple years, still did what I could. Still had some fun with the social media, with TikTok, and with everything else. And at this point, I'm ready to just go all in on this career opportunity and choice, and to really make a difference. So, what does that mean? Well, starting January 1st, I am going to be doing essentially a 5-day, well, including recording my podcast, a 6-day a week plan where I will post on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter daily, if not multiple times a day. I will be posting on TikTok twice a week, at least twice a week. Those two will be scheduled, could be more depending on what happens in life. And then I'll have at least one YouTube video, which could be this vlog type thing, could be random shit that happens. And then there will be one video game stream a week where I will just stream my haphazard video game skills of Rocket League, Call of Duty, whatever I'm playing. So, but yeah, I have a full setup ready to go. I'm really excited about it. I have a lot of people on board willing to be on camera and to stream PlayStation with me, to do a lot of stuff. But since that's going to happen, I figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about me and who I am, especially if you're going to be seeing this on YouTube, because this is a big deal for me. So I was born with my back broken. Not sure exactly what happened. All I know, I was pulled out legs first during a C-section, broke my back. Supposed to be paralyzed from the neck down. Now, granted, I might appear to be slow, but I was seriously supposed to be mentally handicapped, and and surprisingly enough, I wasn't. And I wasn't paralyzed from the neck down. I can move my hands, feet, toes. I have a daughter. Everything works. Everything's exactly how it should be. And then growing up, I can't say it was a typical childhood. Lots of bullies, lots of angry people, lots of a lot of people having my back and supporting me as well. Mostly family, but my uncles and cousins never treated me different. They never told me I couldn't do something. Grandfather, same way. My grandmother, same thing. A lot of support, but a lot of bullies. That's really what stuck with me. And after dealing with bullies for so long, and then issues with my mom and dad started, and I had to essentially go from a bullied small child to a bullied, now have to be an adult type child, and essentially go from 10 to 20 overnight. And so I had my ways of dealing and coping, and as far back as I can remember, it kind of always fell back to just really stupid fucking jokes, really dumb quips and anecdotes and all sorts of shit, just to make people laugh. And that was always my coping mechanism. Whether it be in school, family gatherings, at home, in the backyard, in the garage with my dad and uncle, anywhere I could make a laugh, I was doing it. Now here's the problem. Why didn't I start doing comedy sooner? Great question. Let me tell you. It was, unfortunately, I had very, 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 no pun intended, crippling stage fright. It was the kind of stage fright where, let's see, I couldn't walk from class to class if I didn't have my wheelchair because I was embarrassed about how I walked on crutches. I would go to lunch early because if I had my wheelchair, I didn't like people watching me eat. On top of not being liked to watch to eat, if I didn't have my wheelchair and I had my crutches, I needed help carrying my tray, and I was embarrassed to ask for help. I wouldn't walk in the hallways in front of people on my crutches. I refused to use public bathrooms, so I ended up letting me use the teacher's bathroom in school, which was, don't get me wrong, kind of dope. Especially when you're in high school and you're sneaking girls in there, which I did do on occasion. But it was just so bad. Like, I remember being up in front of a class, and one time my sweatpants fell down. You know, that pretty much set in stone my my stage fright. That was rough. But yeah, I couldn't do it, and I was very, very, very angry all the time. And honestly, what helped with my stage fright was, back in my day, I was involved in more secular type things, working with atheist organizations, secular organizations, humanist organizations, and I was on camera a lot, and that really helped me kind of bust through and really blossom as a person. That being said, yes, I'm an atheist, but it's neither here nor there, because I'm not an a-hole about it, okay? My jokes, whether they're religious jokes or not, have nothing to do with my belief system. I just think they're funny. But anyway, I did that. That really killed my stage fright a lot, being on camera a lot. And then I ran for public office in 2016. I ran for county commissioner in St. Joe County, Indiana. Yes, I was one of the few libertarians that was on the ballot with Donald Trump. So I got to share that. Yeah. But it was a good experience because not only did it really help with stage fright, pardon me, not only did it help with stage fright, but it really helped me open up, because not only was I no longer scared of being in front of people or on camera or getting my picture taken, but it kind of really showed me that people listen when I talk. Granted, I didn't win the election, but as a third-party candidate, where our presidential nominee nationwide took about 3%, and then locally, even in the state, only took like 2 or 3%. I took 11%. I had 7,000 people vote for me. That's a pretty big number. And from there, I realized people would listen when I talk. And when my divorce started and everything, I kind of was just thinking, I need to find what it is I want to do. I don't want to be in retail forever. As fun as politics was, way too fucking serious for me. The religion stuff, again, it's too serious. People get, we've seen 9/11. People get violent about religion. It's not okay. I don't think necessarily belief in God is bad for you, but I believe religion's bad for you. That's just me, because it causes war. It causes pain, suffering, and hate, and bigotry, and okay, off topic. Anyway, so that really helped my stage fright. So 2 years ago, a bunch of my friends, my best friends, were like, you need to get on stage. You need to try comedy. I'm like, man, all right, let's check it out. So we go to the Dewdrop Comedy Club in South Bend, Indiana, right on Sample Street. I consider that my comedic home, my birthplace. And I went on stage, with a semi-written set, about 3.5 minutes of the 5 they gave me, and I did my best. And not only did I not bomb, but I did decent. And I kept that set, and I kept trying, and then life just kept trying to give me curveballs, whether it was divorce, car problems, losing my car, health problems. Got into another relationship, and that fell apart, so that caused some chaos and issues to kind of work through, and it was just one thing after another. Does that suck? Yes, absolutely. But honestly, again, I think all the bad was so good because it helps me learn what I'm capable of, what I can handle, and that I can still do comedy even if things get a little rough. And if anything, it's my muse. It helps me keep going. So I started a Facebook page, Steve Tillman Comedy, or Steve Tillman Comedian, one of the two. But I started that, and when I started that, it was it was cool. I posted my open mics on there, and I posted little things here and there that I kind of fucked around with that I deleted. And then I started TikTok, and TikTok's really where I got my footing, because on TikTok, well, let me go back. On Facebook, I have about 200 followers. On Twitter, I have about 40. Instagram, a couple hundred. Not including my podcast, just me. But then the podcast I do with my buddy John is at a few hundred followers. But TikTok's where I picked up. I'm at almost 3,000 followers now. I've been doing it for less than a year. I've had some videos hit 150,000 views, and I'm just hoping that I can continue that growth. And part of that's going to be following Gary Vaynerchuk's social media platform, which is you need to create content. And so that is why, at the very least, starting in 2021, I will be, like I said, posting content on all of my social media platforms, one, if not many times a day. And then when I do TikTok, I'll have 2 scheduled for the week, if not more, that come up randomly throughout the week. One YouTube video. One is guaranteed to be a live stream. Second one could be a live stream, could be a random crap that I put together, something more produced and written. But yeah, so that's a content schedule that I wanted to make to bring you guys content, get my name out there, get well known, and stupid as it sounds, try to get famous. Now, why famous? I don't know if I'm ever going to get famous. I don't necessarily, while the money would be great, I don't want to do it for the money. I have both a selfish reason and non-selfish reason for it. My non-selfish reason, I love people's reactions. I love the laughs. I love the feeling that I've captured a room for a little bit of time. That is my heroine. That is my favorite thing in the world, right? Then the money. Obviously, being able to live comfortably but do this as a living would be a dream come true, without a doubt. But then the non-selfish reason is kind of the reasons I mentioned for me, which is I love feeling like I want a room. I like feeling like I've made you forget about the bullshit in your life, the pain, the crying, the money, the relationships, everything. You forgot about it all because you're thinking about what I'm talking about, whether it's for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or half hour. Which I did my first hosting gig, did about 45 minutes worth of material, and I fucking killed it. But regardless, if I won the room for 3 minutes or for 45 minutes, I am just happy that I was able to help you do you. That's my thing. That's exactly what I do and why I do it, because it's a drug for me. So I hope you guys watch this. I know it's long. It's part of YouTube's algorithm, 15-minute videos, 1,000 subscribers, that sort of thing. But so guys, help me out. Help me get this video going. Help me get this channel going. Help me get all my social media going. On my bio and in this video, you're going to find a link to my link tree, which will give you all of my social media platforms to follow and subscribe and whatnot. So that's pretty much it, guys. And hey, since you stuck around, let me tell you a quick joke. My ex-wife had this thing where she had a kink. She would dress up as herself and be a bitch all the time. However, my other girlfriend, my current girlfriend, not other, sorry, my current girlfriend has a thing where she likes to role play. So you're goddamn right, we role played, baby. We played doctor. I made her wait for 2.5 hours, and then I gave her 30 minutes with a nurse and 2 minutes with me. And I tell you what, that, my friend, is how you play nurse or doctor. Listen, guys, this is a long video. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, whether it's a stream, whether it's something produced, I'll be here. I love you guys, and see you around.